93.
Hi, this is the Trailers Guy. Now, live from the BBC Maida Vale studios on location. It's Steve Wright in the afternoon.
I like that show.
In the summer of 2019.
Thank you, Trailers Guy.
Thank you, Nicky. Cheers, Jeremy. Only us. Good afternoon from Maida Vale. Today, Tuesday, 13th of August, 2019. Lucky for some, live from BBC Maida Vale studios. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon, live till 5.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
Heaven is closer now today. The sound is in my ears. I can't believe the things you say. They echo what I feel, twisting the bones until they snap. I scream but no one knows. You say I'm familiar, cold to touch, and then you turn and go. Feels like heaven. Feels like heaven. See how we plan for certain eyes, and tears to pave the way. I fought the fever as I knew. My hair returned to gray. Study your face and fade the frame. Too close for comfort now. We can recall the harmony that lingered but turned sour. Feels like heaven. Feels like heaven. You want it all. I had to give. See me, I feel. See me, I live. Feels like heaven. Feels like heaven. Feels like heaven.
I won't keep mentioning it, but as we're in Maida Vale, hands up next door for coming in tomorrow on a barge. Along the canal. You up for it? They're up for it. What else we got? Hands up for nowhere to park while staycationing. That's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Hands up for stressing about exam results on Thursday. Don't stress, it's going to be okay. And on left-handed day, hands up if you're left-handed. Good afternoon from Radio 2. Hello. Big show on the air. It's 2:11. Shall we just take a look at the weather?
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
I don't want to look.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Mixture of sunny spells and scattered showers today. High temperatures 20 in Braintree. 20. So it's pretty cool. Any showers tonight should die out, leaving a dry, clear and chilly night. Tomorrow, another day of sunny spells and rain, though, which could be heavy and thundery. The rain back big time tomorrow. Lights on sunset tonight, Aberdeen, 8:55. In Belfast, it's 9:01. Scunthorpe. Hello, Scunthorpe. 8:36 and Swansea 8:43, and the pollen index, the pollen count, is low to medium across the UK. What is it?
Whoa, this is Boris, Prime Minister.
Not now, Boris.
Zip-wah.
Not now,
Sausages
Boris.
on sticks.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
Boy, you're looking like my type, but tell me, can you hit it right? Cause if I let you in tonight, you better put it down. Now we do it all the talk, I ain't playing anymore. You heard me when I said before, you better put it down. Make me say, you the one I like. Come on, put your body on, might. Keep it up all night. Don't let me down. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. Yeah, don't let me down. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. Yeah, don't let me down. You come over, we could chill. Tell each other how we feel. But baby, know I love the thrill. When you put it down. I'm alright on my own, but with you I'm in the zone. One shot, don't let it go. You better put it down. Make me say, you the one I like. Come on, put your body on, might. Keep it up all night. Don't let me down. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. Yeah, don't let me down. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad love. Yeah, don't let me down. If I back up, can you handle? Get it all night, give me mad love. Don't be too nice, let the man up. Now don't let me down. If I back up, can you handle? Get it all night, give me mad love. Don't be too nice, let the man up.
Now, me and the team are just
Don't
working
let
out
me down.
if we could get here by narrow barge, perhaps tomorrow or Thursday.
All night, give me mad love.
We'd have to get on in Camden, apparently.
Let me down. All night, give me mad love. All night, give me mad
Yeah,
love.
down on the canal down there, yeah? Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, don't let me down. Let me say, you the one I like.
Got to find somebody to give us a lift, though.
You might. Keep it up all night. Don't let me down. If I back up, what in your head up? Let it all night. Body on mad love. Don't be too light up on the man up. Yeah, don't let me down.
That is your mad love. It's Mabel from Radio 2. Today, Costa Brava is clear and sunny and a high of 28. Corfu is a bit of cloud, but mainly hot and sunny, and 36 today. Fuerteventura, if you're going there, warm and 23. Menorca is sunny spells and a high of 26, getting hotter over the next few days as well. Unbelievably hot there. Amalfi, Italy is sunny and 31. Okay, let's have a look and tell you what's occurring here. Well, I'll run down who we got on in a minute, but can I tell you, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk if you need a shout-out. That's steve.wright@bbc.co.uk for a shout-out, or text 88291. That's 88291 to text, please, or tweet at BBC Radio 2. Everything working normal down here, except me.
Now there's a light that shines on me. I'm thankful for all the love you've given me. Never has love been so real. You give me a love supreme. You give me a love supreme. My life's been filled with contentment. You brought me joy I never knew. Feels like a new beginning. My life is complete now that I've got you.
Hey, Steve. It's Charlie, Karen and Becky having a fab time at Chester Zoo. Loving the show. Hello, Chester Zoo. Steve, my present job has for the last few years kept me away from afternoon radio. Site visits today have given me the opportunity to tune in. Great to hear your show again. Like meeting up with an old friend. Well, that's the way I feel. Best wishes to you from Rick from Kent. Thank you, Rick. Welcome back. Steve and gang, we're listening to your show, as always, from a super hot Florida. Loving the weather from Rich, Claire and our staffy Whirly Woo. Keep the tunes coming. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
He's still Alan Carr.
And she's still Melanie Sykes.
Welcome back to your summer escape.
The Radio 2 holiday reps return.
Oh, can you imagine if we were holiday reps?
We'd be fired after a day. Rachel in Dorset says, I was once on a train and someone had left a magazine on the seat. I read the magazine cover to cover, did the crossword. The train stopped and the woman opposite asked if I'd mind giving her magazine back.
Alan and Mel's Summer Escape.
Please can you give a shout out to John Bainan? We must do some shout outs. I won't get your name right, but I can shout them out.
Saturday morning from 10
on BBC Radio 2.
I really love those two. They're just so funny on the air. Perfect. Tuesday afternoon at Radio 2, Johnny Marr discussing his latest single and some upcoming live dates and the past, of course. Johnny Marr with us later. And Michael Douglas, not that one, the top TV hairstylist, talking all things hair like dry shampoo and undercuts and touch-up colour sprays and jewellery in the hair and braiding and styles for summer and finding a job in hairdressing. There's Tim, there's Janie, there's Bobby, there's Nikki, there's Nick and the oldies chosen by Stephen Chadwick in Douglas, Isle of Man.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
All coming up.
Playing everywhere. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Señorita, Shawn Mendes, Camilla Cabello.
Sweat dripping off me before I even knew her name. La la la, you felt like oh la la la, yeah, no. Sapphire and moonlight, we danced for hours in the same tequila sunrise. Her body fit right in my hands. La la la, you felt like oh la la la.
face, la la la. Cause you know it's been a long time coming, don't you let me fall. Open your lips, undress me, hooked on your tongue. Love your kisses deadly, don't stop. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true, la la la. Ooh, I should be running.
Is that an earworm or what?
When you call me señorita.
Señorita Shawn Mendes, Camilla Cabello. BBC Radio 2 coming up on 2:24. Shout out to Jason and Candida listening from Germany on holiday in our caravan, sat watching the boats go by the River Rhine. Oh my goodness, that's great. In the Rhine Valley, drinking some Rhine wine. Good tunes in the sunshine make a change than listening at work. Jason and Candida. Glad you're having a good time. All right, where is he this afternoon then, Tim?
I think he's at a summer fete, aren't you?
Hello, guys. I'm here live at a summer fete.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, what have you been on? What have you done? Any of the rides?
I did the Helter Skelter. I did the sack race, and I threw things at a man, and he said, no, throw them into the holes. And he said, if you do that again, you're not going to play anymore.
You won something on the tombola, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I have him here.
That's that Tom Baker, yeah.
Oh, I see.
It was Tom Baker, not the tombola.
Yeah.
Sad story, love and glory, going round and round. It's the same old cliche, a wanderer on his way, slipping from town to town. Some find peace here on the sweet streets of home, where kindness falls and your heart calls for a permanent place of your own. I'm a wayfarer, baby. I drift from town to town. When everyone's asleep and the midnight bells sound, the wheels are hissing up the highway, spinning round and round. We start out slow in a sweet little bungalow, something two can call home. And the rain comes falling, the blues come calling, you're left with a heart of stone. Some folks are inspired, sitting by the fire, slippers tucked under the bed. But when I go to sleep, I can't count sheep for the white lines in my head. I'm a wayfarer, baby. I roam from town to town. When everyone's asleep and the midnight bells sound, the wheels are hissing up the highway, spinning round and round. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you
baby. Can I get a shout out, please? I'm in my studio in Hale in Cornwall, painting mackerel on a large piece of driftwood. And I can't get the tails right. I don't know what that means. You know what that means? We don't know what that means. Thank you, Kim Potter. The UK is first in line for a trade deal with the US, as you've been hearing in Jeremy's show and on the news. President Trump's national security advisor has said John Bolton said the US supported a no-deal Brexit and added that Washington would propose an accelerated series of trade deals. As you've been hearing also in the news today, Amazon is being told to reveal how it decides which products get the Amazon's Choice label in its online store. And they may not be enough to buy a decent jar of marmalade, it says here in BBC News, but the new 50p coins featuring Paddington Bear have entered circulation today. Two new coins featuring the bear from darkest Peru at the Tower of London and St Paul's Cathedral have been released today by the Royal Mint. I haven't got one, but it looks smashing in this picture. From Radio 2 in your neighbourhood. Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. Big shout out to Tony and Mark from Belfast, trucking across Ireland as we speak. David here from Glasgow. I'm sitting listening to the big show from Sorrento while I'm sunbathing. Super hot here. Give us a shout out, please. You got it, David. Don't stay out in the sun too long. We're actually jealous. Steve, can you say congratulations to Mike and Joan Fell from Keswick on the birth of their son Rupert? Great show from Fred Dover. And shout out, I think it's for Chris driving from Leicester to Market Harborough, listening to the big show, which we love. That's from wife Leslie. So here it is, Vanessa at 5, sitting in for Sarah Cox. Dermot O'Leary sitting in for Joe at 7. The Jazz Show with Jamie Cullum. Jamie's pick of the best in jazz. That's tonight at 9 o'clock. Then it's Trevor Nelson's Rhythm Nation. Soul, R&B, funk, disco and everything in between. Play Trevor's signature game, 5 seconds to name. And take a trip down memory lane with a song from your musical youth. Brilliant show, that too. OJ Borge at 12. And Sounds of the 80s. Gary Davis, the beloved's John Marsh, picks his top 80s tracks on My 80s, and there's a Balearic Master Mix all tonight with Gary.
Time won't go slowly though, I beg it to last. I just wanna be here with you, that's all I ask. And this could be the end of everything outside our walls, and empires could fall away and cities raise. And I know I'd only wanna fall in love with you, only wanna fall in love with you. Time won't go slowly though, always so fast. You are the answer to every question I've asked. And this could be the end of everything outside our walls, and empires could fall away and cities raise. And I know I'd only wanna fall in love with you, only wanna fall in love with you. We need more time, but there's a little part of me that loves it when we rush. Can I go home, knowing that I'll never feel how I do now? Time won't go slowly though, I beg it to last. I just wanna be here with you, that's all I ask. And this could be the end of everything outside our walls, and empires could fall away and cities raise. And I know I'd only wanna fall in love with you, only wanna fall in love with you. We need more time, but there's a little part of me that loves it when we rush. Can I go home, knowing that I'll never feel how I do now? We need more time, but there's a little part of me that loves it when we rush. Can I go home, knowing that I'll never feel how I do now? Time won't go slowly, always so fast. Time won't go slowly, always so fast.
And now we can bring on Janie Lee Grace and Tim Smith here at Maida Vale. And let's go to Janie. What you got in terms of a factoid?
Well, the hashtag key on your keyboard is called an octotroph. I never knew that.
Octotroph with 2 F's at the end?
No, I said it wrong.
Oh.
Octotroph. But listen, how it's spelled. This is a word I've never heard. Is this true? Octotroph, a hashtag key.
Octotroph.
Yeah, PH are full, not double F at the end. When do you think the first... No offence, obviously. When do you think the first credit card was issued?
I think it must have been something like Access or Diners Club, and it might have been 40s.
No, early 50s.
You've looked at this, haven't you?
No, I haven't, no.
It was a
Seriously.
Diners Club card. It was the idea of co-founder Frank McNamara, and it was issued, the first one, in 1949, and it was made out of cardboard.
Wow. Some jokes from the Edinburgh Fringe. This is Tim Vine. My friend told me he was going to a fancy dress party as an Italian island. I said to him, don't be Sicily.
That is classic Tim Vine.
Really, we can't top that.
Factoids.
BBC Radio 2, Steve Ryan in the afternoon. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair.
One child grows up to be somebody that just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody you just love to burn. Mom loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good to mom. Blood's thicker than the mud. It's a family affair.
Family affair.
It's a family affair.
Family affair.
Newlywed a year ago, but you're still checking each other out. Hey, nobody wants to blow. Nobody wants to be left out. You can't leave cause your heart is there, but you can't stay cause you've been somewhere else. You can't cry cause you look broke down, but you're crying anyway cause you're all broke down. It's a family affair.
Mentioned this earlier on. Today is Left-Handers Day. Royal Mail has issued a set of special stamps to mark 100 years of the Forestry Commission today. And the Healthcare Recruitment Summit is on in Philadelphia, USA. The World Fair of Money starts today in Rosemont, Illinois, USA. It's the largest money show on Earth. And the two-day Independent Garden Centre show starts today in Chicago. In tonight's Champions League matches, Celtic play Cluj, and it's prom 35 and 36 at the Royal Albert Hall tonight. The first one is the world premiere of the new work inspired by Elgar's Enigma Variations. And after that, it's the famous Late Night Prom, inspired by Radio 3's Hot Friday Night show, the In Tune Mixtape. It'll explore the fringes of minimalism and meditative listening, with bits by Chopin, Taverner, Bach and Richter. And Lewis Capaldi plays Edinburgh. Happy birthday, Alan Shearer.
I mean, I know Wright is going to moan about the millimetre offside, and it is
think
tough.
it's correct. You can't be categorically
Well, the line's
calibrated. I mean, where does the shoulder start? Where does the arm start?
What
It's
they're saying is
fractional.
it's consistent for everyone. It's
but you
new
are now, of course, the Premier League spokesman for VAR.
That's the VAR.
So you've
And
kind of
if-
shifted your...
No, I was always
Easy, Gary.
the problem with it. What I thought last year is that it wasn't being used properly. But the way they're describing it to it this year, this season,
That's really good banter, isn't it?
Great banter. Doing what every football fan across the nation is doing at the moment, discussing the merits of VAR.
Yeah, absolutely.
My husband explained that to me. I think I like the old system better. People having a little bit of a dispute. It makes it more fun.
No, you don't want fun over an offside decision, do you?
Janie, what you got?
It's the return.
I don't want to get involved.
I don't know what I was even thinking of, even beginning to discuss football. What's the matter with me? It's the return of the milkman. Have you seen this, Keith?
Yes,
yeah,
great
I mean, I think this
news.
is great, isn't it? Home deliveries of milk in glass bottles are making a comeback in the backlash against throwaway plastic, and the country's largest doorstep delivery service has signed up 75,000 new households in the past year. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And around 90% of them are having their milk delivered in glass bottles that can be returned, and then a typical typically steamed and reused 25 times. I mean, that's old style, but that's progress. It's exactly what we need to do.
And there are so many styles of milk now. I guess the old top on them with the different colours.
Gold top, silver
Gold
top.
top, silver top. That's kind of redundant now, isn't it?
Well, I don't know, because gold top was full of cream, so that's like your full cream milk, isn't it? Silver top was like only a little bit of cream at the top, which used to shake
Yeah,
up
but what
before
if you want
opened it.
yak's milk?
Well, if you want yak's milk, you're going to have to go somewhere else, I guess. But, of course, milk floats, your first electric vehicles, really, weren't they?
Yeah. And considering it, they were so quiet, they were so noisy.
Yeah. They were quite slow as well, weren't they?
Yeah. They were great, though. Did you ever work with a milkman?
No, never did that. No, far too early in the morning for
I
me.
did, yeah. Yeah. Like, I had to get up at 3 a.m. and could only really do it for about 2 months.
But could you do that brilliant thing that all milkmen could do, and milkwomen, of course? Carry 3 bottles in one hand. Wrap your fingers around the 3 tops. That was very clever.
Whilst whistling.
Yeah.
And the old style milkies, they used to have like lots of other stuff. Suddenly they had butter, bread, and something else.
Yeah.
Maybe they can sell petrol now.
Might be tricky.
Or bottles.
Oh, very good. Happy birthday, Phil the Power Tailor, by the way.
I went into sheet metal work as a kid. Left there, no money in sheet metal work then. I was only on about £9 a week. My mother had £8.50. I had 50p pocket money.
What was the career plan, though? Did you think, OK, eventually I want to play darts? Or
No, not at all. No, never even thought about darts in them days. I was good at it. I knew I was good at it. And that didn't come till I was in my 20s, late 20s.
How did you learn to get good at it?
Started playing once a week with my dad, a bit of fun in a club. From that, other people said, you know, you're good at this, will you come and play for us?
Happy birthday, Phil. Look at what you could have won. You're on the big show. We were just talking about dancing to that. It's just a bit too much for people in the control room. And the orchestras. We've all come to look All right, there's Patrice Rush and Forget-Me-Nots. And here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, Aberdeenshire at Mossett. The A97 has been closed completely between the A944 and Kildrummy. So traffic's coping reasonably well, just to be aware that the police there directing traffic around it. So give yourself a little bit of extra time. M180, M18 problem at Junction 5 for Doncaster North services. On the roundabout, there was a broken down car transporter. That has now cleared out of the way. A64 eastbound has reopened between the Grimston Bar interchange and the Hopgrove roundabout. However, there's still a lane shut. So from the whole road, the A1079 to the A1237, there is still slow traffic, but you can get through there. That's the good news. A15 north of Lincoln at Welton Cliff has reopened. There was investigation work following this morning's accident between Welton Cliff and Riseholme. So that's a clear route for you. Problems with the M6 northbound, 8 to 9. Up from the M5 towards Wednesbury, we've got a breakdown. One lane is shut. A38 now. At Branston, the Lichfield Road is closed. This is the main carriageway. It's shut completely between the Branston interchange, the A51-21, so right there on that junction. Just to let you know, there's also a lost load as well, or a shed load. So it's going to take some time to clear that up. Diversion is exit and entry slip roads. M1 on the southbound side, 11A for the A5 at Dunstable and 11 for Dunstable South. There's a breakdown, so if you're heading through there, take care. One lane is shut. And to the M4, now eastbound M4, there's a bump between junction 8-9 Maidenhead and 7, so one lane is closed if you're heading towards London. And finally, Somerset Castle Carey, the A371 Station Road closed. The lorry has had a bridge strike with the railway bridge, so at the moment nothing is getting through. Also check in train services before you travel while they sort that out. And I'll be back with another one now for you in half an hour.
Thank you, Bobby.
But you're late. I waited around and then I run to the door. I can't take anymore. It's not you. You let me down again. Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home. I'll be beside the phone waiting for down and mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. You are my toy, but I could be the boy you adore. If you just let me know. Although you are true, I'm attracted to you all the more. Why do I need you so? Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Why do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart.
Big show from Maida Vale. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon. A vaccine against Britain's most common sexual infection could be available in 5 years, scientists claim today. Tests revealed the injection was safe and protected against chlamydia. Tenants living in a block of flats paid out thousands of pounds over a number of years for a non-existent lift. This housing company charged residents living at a place in Reading for maintenance despite there being absolutely no lift in the block. People typically waste 450 quid a year by leaving decisions until the last minute, a survey says. Do you do that, Tim?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'll tell you tomorrow. Hang on.
OK, fair enough. Nearly two-thirds, 63% of those polled, agreed they were procrastinators, people who often put off decisions for another day. Leaving until the 11th hour to find gifts, not getting around to putting stuff up at home, dealing with a savings account, etc., is what we do. It's kind of what we do a bit, isn't it?
We all do it. But I think all of us are really well organised in some areas of our life and less well organised in others.
I'll tell you what it is. It's about I haven't got time to deal with that today because I've got too much on. So then you make a day for it. So you say, all right, I'm going to do that Wednesday after.
Yeah, or you write lists. I write lists. I'm constantly writing lists and trying to tick things off, but you don't always get round to it. I don't think I procrastinate, although there's nothing actually wrong with that.
But I think we have an awful lot more things now that we have to renew than we used to have.
True,
I mean, in the old days, you might have to renew your passport every 10 years and your driving licence, and that was about it. But now we've got so many things we have to renew. Everything is a membership, isn't it? If you want broadband at home, if your phone, if you want to pay everything, you have to keep renewing it.
I just renewed my driver's licence, funnily enough, and they're doing this thing now. We have to send the old one back.
Well, you've always had to do that, haven't you? I thought.
I didn't know
Did you get the other one back when you got the new one? I've just done that with the 9-year-old's passport.
I've renewed it before it expires.
That's very well organised then. No procrastination there, sir.
None from me.
Crikey,
Yeah.
you are well organised.
What you got over there?
Do you like cauliflower? I mean, you know how trendy it is.
Although I do use it, and I've told you this before, Janie, and you said, good boy.
Oh, you did cauliflower rice?
Yes, and I still do it.
Well, good for you, but we've now got a cauliflower shortage. It's not your fault. You don't need to worry. Apparently, the crop has been ruined by the extreme summer weather. Heavy rain in June, followed by last month's heat wave, have affected the yields in the UK and Europe so badly that supermarkets are now running low on this veg. But also, we've got issues with other brassica, it says here. It's such a great word, isn't it?
Brassica.
Cabbage and broccoli have also been hit. And, wait for it, Brussels sprouts are going to be in short supply by Christmas.
Yeah, I read that and I'm thinking, oh no, that's my favourite for Christmas. Isn't it funny how we don't have a lot of stuff that we would have at Christmas during the rest of the year?
It is very strange, actually, yeah, because I don't think I ever eat turkey other than at Christmas, and I don't always eat turkey at Christmas, and you never, ever, ever have those pigs in blankets, do you, say, in the middle of summer?
Or
Why
cranberries.
not? Or
Nobody has cranberry sauce.
Pigs in blankets.
Yeah, let's have some pigs in blankets in the middle of summer.
What is your biggest workplace gripe? Asked Woman's Day magazine today. Annoying co-workers. Top the list, followed by a bad boss, poor pay, bad benefits, and too much work. You're on the big show. We've got Johnny Marr on later, and also Michael Douglas. Not that one. Michael Douglas, the hairdresser.
You're on my mind, keep me up till the morning comes. Call me up when you feel like, make me think I'm your number one. Ooh, you open up my eyes and tell me lies that I want to hear so badly. I believe you every time, and I can't help it. I wanna know what makes you feel like you're allowed to treat me so unkindly. Is it just a show? Why are you hiding all of your true feelings? Why'd you leave me your game, and I tried to play. You got me thinking you are the same. It's such a shame, but you'll never change. Ooh, you open up my eyes and tell me lies that I want to hear so badly. I believe you every time, and I can't help it. Ooh, I wanna know what makes you feel like you're allowed to treat me so unkindly. Is it just a show? Why are you hiding all of your true feelings?
It's Lead Me On, Louise. Now, when we come back after the news, the non-stop oldies will be chosen by Stephen Chadwick in Douglas, Isle of Man.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Nikki Cardwell. Police in Malaysia say that a body found near the jungle resort of Dunsun is that of the missing London teenager Nora Quara. The 15-year-old disappeared more than a week ago while on a family holiday. A post-mortem examination will be conducted tomorrow morning. Hong Kong's airport has suspended all check-in services as thousands of pro-democracy protesters block departure gates. It's the second day of disruption to flights in the territory. Jonathan Head is there.
The demonstrators are back inside this, one of the world's busiest airports. They started their rally here last week to draw international attention to their cause. Now their objective is simply to shut the airport down, and for a second day they've achieved that, leaving thousands of passengers stranded. Hong Kong's embattled chief executive, Carrie Lam, was near tears today as she struggled to defend her police force against charges of brutality. But as before, she offered no concessions to the demands of the protesters.
Average wages are growing at their fastest rate for 11 years, up 3.7% in the year to June. The Office for National Statistics also says that the proportion of the population in work reached a record high between April and June. A judge in Scotland has agreed to fast-track hearing to decide whether Boris Johnson can legally suspend Parliament to force through a no-deal Brexit. The case at the Court of Session in Edinburgh was brought by a cross-party group of more than 70 MPs and peers. The next hearing will take place on the 6th of September. The teenage climate change campaigner Greta Thunberg is preparing to travel to a summit at the United Nations in New York by sailing boat. She's making the 2-week journey across the Atlantic on a yacht with only solar panels and water turbines for power to be as carbon neutral as possible. Our chief environment correspondent Justin Rowlatt has met her in Plymouth.
Greta Thunberg has come in for a bit of criticism in recent weeks. People say she's very good at raising the scale of the problem, less good at coming up with solutions. She, I have to say, was pretty robust in her response. She said that's the job of the world leaders that she'll be seeing in New York in September. She said it's up to children and teenagers to raise the urgency of this issue. It's up to adults to come up with the answers.
It's emerged that a serving officer in the Metropolitan Police is to appear in the Nigerian version of Big Brother, despite being refused permission. As a special constable, Kafi Karim was a poster girl for the police, even appearing in a promotional video on the force's website.
My name is Kafi Karim. I'm 25 years old and I'm a special in the borough of Kensington and Chelsea. It makes me feel so proud and happy to know that I police London. You know, it's such a diverse city with so many different nationalities, so many different people.
The TV channel Africa Magic says that Ms Karim joined the show so that she can do societal good. The Met says it does not support her appearance and that she could face misconduct proceedings. BBC News at 3:03 and next at 4.
Thanks, Nikki.
Brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
These are the non-stop oldies as chosen by Stephen Chadwick in Douglas, Isle of Man. Hello there! There's ABBA and this is Hathaway.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
friend. Big Finish. Across the nation, across the world, BBC Radio 2. Live from London, here in Maida Vale. These oldies chosen by Stephen Chadwick in Douglas, Isle of Man. Hello, Steve. I'm a 28-year-old microbiologist, and I'm originally from Wigan. Can you give a shout-out to my colleagues who I work with in the lab? They include John and Neil and Steph and James and Pauline. Hello. In my spare time, I'm a scout leader for the Viper Troop at 2nd Ocken Scouts. It's something I really enjoy, and the position is a privilege to hold. Chosen my oldies based on songs that I listen to when I want to feel good. I hope you and everybody else enjoys my selection. Yeah, these are feel-good songs.
When the day is dawning on a Texas Sunday morning, how I long to be there with Marie who's waiting for me there. Every lonely city where I hang my hat ain't as half as pretty as where my baby's at. Is this the way to Amarillo? Every night I've been hugging my pillow, dreaming dreams of Amarillo, that sweet Marie who waits for me. Show me the way to Amarillo. I've been weeping like a willow, crying over Amarillo, and sweet Marie who waits for me. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, and Marie who waits for me. There's a church bell ringing, hear the song of joy that it's singing for the sweet Maria and the guy who's coming to see her. Just beyond the highway, there's an open plain, and it keeps me going through the wind and rain. Is this the way to Amarillo? Every night I've been hugging my pillow, dreaming dreams of Amarillo, that sweet Marie who waits for me. Show me the way to Amarillo. I've been weeping like a willow, crying over Amarillo, that sweet Marie who waits for me. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la,
Da-da.
sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
These oldies chosen by Stephen Chadwick in Douglas, Isle of Man. We don't get a lot from Douglas, Isle of Man, because I know that Alex Brindley has a very popular show on there in the afternoons. It really does. So we're just borrowing Stephen for half an hour.
Sometimes the feeling is right. You fall in love for the first time. Heartbeat and kisses so sweet. Summertime love in the moonlight. Now the summer is gone. You had to go back home. Please come and see me again. I never felt more alone.
Baby, I am missing you,
I want you by my side.
and I hope you'll miss me too.
Come back and stay.
I think about you every day.
That's Dr. Jones. It's Aqua.
Wake up now.
Stephen's obviously having a laugh.
Wake up now.
Yeah, it's kind of uplifting. Chadwick from Douglas, I Love Man. Picking these non-stop oldies. There was Aqua and Dr. Jones. Now here comes Natalie Imbruglia and Torn from BBC Radio 2.
I thought I saw a man brought to life. He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Well, you couldn't be that man I adored. You don't seem to know, seem to care what your heart is for. Well, I don't know him anymore. There's nothing where he used to lie. My conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late, I'm already torn. So I guess the fortune teller's right. Should have seen just what was there and not some holy light. But you crawled beneath my veins and now I don't care, I have no luck. I don't miss it all that much. There's just so many things that I can't touch, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late, I'm already to lie. My inspiration has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn.
Got 3:22 now. There's Natalie Imbruglia and Torn. You're on the non-stop oldies.
I think I was listening to the radio as much as I was watching TV at 3 and 4 and 5.
We all know his films, but it's the music that we really remember.
It was a big deal when I started buying records.
This weekend, Quentin Tarantino shares the secrets behind his most successful soundtracks.
I knew I wanted to get stuck in the middle with you. How much are you going to charge us for? Well, what's your music budget? 13,000. 13,000 is what I'm charging.
Quentin Tarantino's movie mixtape.
Delving into the mind of the master of movies.
All right.
With James King.
Saturday night from 9 on BBC Radio 2.
And we are talking to Quentin Tarantino on this programme, Yes It's True, on Thursday.
BBC Radio 2.
Superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition, that girl's gonna make me fall. She's into new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got new addictions for every day and night. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live a crazy life, or she'll take away your pain like a bullet to your brain. Upside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red and her skin's a color mocha. She will wear you out, living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. She's living la vida loca. Woke up in New York City in a funky cheap hotel. She took my heart and she took my money. She must have slipped me a sleeping pill. She never drinks the water, makes you order French champagne. Once you've had a taste of her, you'll never be the same. You should make you go insane. Upside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red and her skin's a color mocha. She will wear you out, living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. She's living la vida loca. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live a crazy life, or she'll take away your pain like a bullet to your brain. Come on! Upside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red and her skin's a color mocha. She will wear you out, living la vida loca. Upside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down,
Living la vida loca.
her lips are devil red and her skin's a color mocha.
Do you remember when you first saw Ricky Martin perform this? My goodness, had you ever seen anything like it? What a dancer. Living with no G, La Vida Loca. Ricky Martin, part of the non-stop oldies, chosen by Stephen Chadwick and Douglas, Isle of Man.
could, baby, I'd give you my world. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, shacking up's all you wanna do. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. Open up, everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. Another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. I feel like I've been locked up tight for a century of lonely nights, waiting for someone to release me. You're licking your lips and blowing kisses my way, but that don't mean I'm gonna give it away, baby, baby, baby. My body's saying let's go, but my heart is saying no. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. You gotta make a big impression. Gotta like what you do. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. You gotta rub me the right way, honey. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come, come, come on and let me out. The music's playing and the lights down low. Just one more dance and then we're good to go. Waiting for someone who needs me. Hormones racing at the speed of light, but that don't mean it's gotta be tonight. Baby, 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 baby. My body's saying let's go, but my heart's saying no. If you wanna be with me, baby,
yeah. My body's saying let's go, but my heart is
Soon we'll talk to Michael Douglas, the hairstylist.
baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a cheating about all.
And those were the non-stop oldies. Thank you very much for them.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Afternoon.
Oh, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
From Radio 2. In the news, flight check-in has been suspended in Hong Kong at the airport there for a second consecutive day because of anti-government protests. The airport, which is one of the world's busiest, has been the site of daily protests since Friday. And footage has emerged of kangaroos bounding through a field in Australia that has been blanketed by snow. After strong winds and freezing winter conditions swept across 3 southeastern states, part of the country experienced rare snowfall. And talking of weather, nice link right here, a mixture of sunny spells in the UK and scattered showers. High temperature 20 in Braintree today. And tonight any showers should die out, leaving a dry, clear and chilly night. Lights on sunset tonight, Aberdeen 8:55, Belfast 9:01. Scunthorpe is 8:36 and Swansea 8:43. The pollen count is low to medium. And Steve, chilling in the garden here in sunny London town with my poodle, Luna, enjoying the summer off after finishing my degree and starting my teacher training in September. Congratulations. That's from Jenny. Steve, loving listening to your little show from the south of France. On holiday with my lovely husband Keith and our beautiful daughter Ella. Can you say hello and play any song of your choice? Thank you, from Lucy. Righty, can you let Archie Barker know that he's doing a great job on his first day of summer job with Uncle Cookie painting away? And Steve, can you give us a shout out? Currently sat outside our villa, in very hot and sunny Turkey. Cheers, Anthony, Alison and Emma from Burnley. And doing a bit of gardening in my pub garden on my day off listening to you. You got to wish my fantastic staff, Sophie, Haley and Lou, a happy birthday. Great show. Love, Karen. The Bull Inn in Bicester in Oxfordshire. Bicester.
BBC Radio 2.
Now here's Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the A93 at Kinclavin, closed completely. There's an accident between Kinclavin turnoff and the A984, so closed in both directions. At Mossett, the A97 is still closed both ways between the A944 and Kildrummy, so that's both directions. And the M90 southbound, there's a vehicle fire at junction 10 for Craigend, so we've got one lane shut. A64 eastbound is open between the Grimston Bar interchange and the A1237 Hotgrove roundabout, still one lane shut for recovery though. Latest on the A38 at Branston, still closed both ways. We've got this lost load and overturned vehicle. It's a lost load of grain they've got to clear up, so it's closed at the A5121 Branston interchange. Diversion, exit and entry Slip Road. M6 northbound 16 to 17 up towards Sandbach, just past the services. There's an accident. Toby, thanks for your call. One lane is shut. Traffic's coping reasonably well. It's slow on the approach but getting past. Then on the M6 heading north 8 to 9, got a breakdown past the M5 towards Wednesbury. M1 southbound 11A to 11. That accident and breakdown's now gone towards Dunstable South. And the M25 clockwise 9 to 10 towards the A3. Emergency repairs. There's one lane shut there and traffic is starting to slow. Twickenham, the A316 is closed both ways between the Whitton Road roundabout. That's the road that takes you to the stadium, and the Marlow Crescent junction, so closed both ways. And the M4 eastbound at Maidenhead, junction 8-9. We've still got this accident blocking one lane. The latest at Castle Kerry, the A371 is still closed because of this bridge strike. So that's the road that's closed. It's also affecting rail services. They're having to put a bus service in, so please check before you travel. And I'll have another one for you in about half an hour.
I said, Paul, just busk it.
Hi everyone, this is Paul McCartney here. You're listening to Steve Wright in the afternoon in the summer of 2019 from the famous BBC Maida Vale studios. You can get there by bus or by car. That's reminding me of a song. Or you can reach me by aeroplane. I didn't write that though, but it's kind of cool. Or even the London Tube. I always prefer getting there by barge and the canal. It's really fast. 3 miles an hour. Woo! Slow down. On Warwick Avenue.
Feels like another life.
Warwick Avenue, that's near here.
I still got the Polaroid from back when we were boys. My friends, they look colder now. Somehow they are colder than when we first started out. I've known them all my life. climbing trees. And we kept the water bay, our little hideaway. And my friends, they look cold now. Somehow they are colder than when we first started out. I've known them all my life. I just wanna be a grown up. Look at me, my skin is older. Just a boy in the body of a man. One day I crawled, then I walked, then I ran. But I don't wanna be a grown up. One day I'll be walking back down that lane. Seems so much easier back then. One day I'll be coming back home again. And I've known it all my life. One day I'll be walking back down that lane. It seemed so much easier back then. One day I'll be coming back home again. And I've known it all my life. I just wanna be a grown up. Look at me, my skin is older.
I was looking in the paper and they were doing stars that they were de-aging, making young again. One of them was Michael Douglas, the movie star. Then I looked at the list of people coming in and it said Michael Douglas. So I said, well, that'd be interesting. It's not that Michael Douglas.
Different one?
No. It's Michael Douglas, the famous hairdresser.
Thank you very much.
Did you ever get not mistaken for him, but people thinking that maybe Michael Douglas, the movie star, is going to show up?
Yeah, I'm an endless disappointment everywhere I go. They go, hey, Michael Douglas. Oh, yours, you.
It must be quite good for booking a restaurant, though.
It's brilliant for booking a restaurant. Again, you just disappoint when you turn up. You know, it's terrible.
You want to try going to him for a haircut? He just doesn't know what you're talking about. Michael Douglas is a TV hairdresser whose clients have included the likes of Johnny Depp, Kate Moss, Dawn French, also known as the street stylist, where he surprises members of the public with haircuts. Michael has been hairdressing for 31 years. He's worked in London, Paris and New York Fashion Week, on TV commercials and adverts, and he regularly offers hairstyling tips on TV shows such as The One Show and This Morning. So first thing to ask you, is the undercut still popular for men and women?
Well, still quite popular for men. I mean, my son finished school for the summer holidays and he instantly said, right, undercut and a full bleach.
Yeah.
When he's only 15, I was like, crikey, really? So yeah, boys are still having it, and there's 4 or 5 boys in his year that all got an undercut and a little top knot thing.
Yeah,
so that is still going on, but not for girls. The undercut for girls has really had its day.
Okay, so what about for girls and women?
Fringes are making a big comeback, and colour, like black colour. People are going really, really dark, really solid block colours with heavy fringes. So that's been a big thing I've seen coming back. There's still things like dry shampoo. Like dry shampoo has been a massive thing. In the last 10 years of me in this industry, that's been the one thing I've seen a huge increase in. So it creates these messy, dusty, kind of tousled hairstyles. So that's still big business.
I can't live without dry shampoo.
Yeah, I can imagine, right?
Clearly, if you've got a bad hair day, it gives volume and it's amazing. You're talking about colour there, and what about the temporary hair colours that you can use to kind of spray in stuff?
Well, the good thing about people wanting black colour is you can go semi-permanent with that and it will wash out. But the other thing, I guess, is these root touch-up sprays that you see. People are using those as styling aids. So you're putting this powdered coloured spray into the roots and it's creating a lot of mess and texture and movement. So yeah, they're big business. And thinning hair as well. They add thickness to thinning hair.
I know that.
Yeah.
Look over.
I can
see me under the light. Also, I was told about people putting jewellery like gold earrings and bracelets in their hair. That's kind of a thing now, isn't it?
It is. There's a huge hole in the market for someone to bring out a really good hair accessories range. All there is like headscarves and a few little slides and clips.
Get on it, Michael.
I am on it, let me tell you. Yeah, so people are using hoop earrings to clasp a ponytail in the back just to give it a little feature, or threading and little bracelets into their hair and things like that.
I've got my feather.
Have you got a feather in there? Very nice,
very cool.
Good work.
Yeah, and braiding's still very popular as well, isn't it?
Yeah, braiding's hugely popular. I mean, there's so many different types of it now. I think the likes of Instagram and YouTube have opened the doorway for loads of people to do these amazing braids on the hair. So the pipe braid is this one thing I've been doing recently, which is this funny kind of funnel or tube type braid. It's quite difficult to do to yourself, but if you go on YouTube or Instagram, you'll see people teaching me how to do it. But you can do loads of interesting things with that. It's very cool.
Is it possible to learn the basics of hairdressing on YouTube? How much training do you really need to be a pro?
Barbering is an amazing one. I could teach you to cut men's hair in probably a month. You could open a barber shop.
You probably couldn't, and I tell you for why. Because I don't quite know how to hold the scissors. I mean, a friend of mine was a hairdresser, and she said, "Oh, look, you try it. I just can't do it."
Yeah, I mean, it's like learning a musical instrument. You need to learn a certain hand shape, but you can learn it. Anyone can.
Really?
The third finger and the thumb.
Well, you say that, but then within that, there are great cuts and there are terrible cuts. Where does the creativity come in then? It's not only about the technique, surely.
But you could learn to do a short back and sides very quickly, and then after that, you would then start to learn different things.
Oh, yeah, well, I've got the machine.
Yeah, well, exactly, right? Anyone
not
can
a
use
problem.
that.
You could do a number one all over on me, I'll tell you.
But also with women's hair, I mean, you've got much more complex styles, I'm guessing.
You have. I would say it takes you 5 years to become competent at doing women's hair.
Somebody coming into it, is it a good business to be in? And is it going to be affected by Brexit? Hold those thoughts, and we'll come back in just a moment. We're back with Michael Douglas in just a moment. Leading questions will be answered.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Radio 2.
Yeah, and the wind is talking. Yeah, for the very first time. Well, the melody that pulls you towards it, painting pictures of paradise, saying, rise up to the light in the sky, watch the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa. Keep your head up high. While you're trembling, that's when the magic happens. And the stars gotta by your side, saying, rise up to the light in the sky. Let the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Yeah.
Michael Douglas, and just before the music there, we were talking about hairdressing, of course, Michael Douglas, TV hairdresser, and I said before the music, well, somebody listening now who wants to be a hairdresser, wants to get up where you are, is it well paid?
I mean, it's a lot better paid than it ever was. I started on £28.50 a week for the first 2 years.
Yeah, but that was worth 10 grand then.
Probably right. You can do all right. The hairdressing industry is crying out for competent staff. I mean, crying out for a good assistant. If you're leaving school and you're unsure about what to do, go and do it for 6 months. Work really hard. And crikey, it's a rewarding industry to be in.
How do you get a gig?
Walk in. Don't send a CV. Don't call.
Don't go online?
Text, don't go online. Walk into the shop, look good, and say, I want to work here. More than anything else, let me do 2 days for free and see if you want to keep me on. You will get a job.
No, but here's a problem. I think that you have to be, and for want of a better phrase, cool. If you go into leading hairdressers, and sometimes old guys like me and Tim, I can't speak for Janie because she's very young still, we're intimidated by how cool everybody is in there, and the loud music and all the rest of it. And that's coming from us, and we're around loud music.
Well, I'll tell you what, this survey comes around every so often, which is like the happiest jobs to do. And hairdressing always comes up at the top as people are the happiest in that industry. And I'll tell you the reason why is that it's one of the very few industries where you're allowed to be yourself. You don't have to wear a uniform. You don't have to conform that much. And that's why I guess people seem cool, is because they're given the freedom to find out who they are.
So they're sat there with a mohawk or whatever it is.
Yeah, and themselves, basically. But you have to be able to get on with other people, don't you? That's a big prerequisite of the job.
Yeah, you have to be a people's
But
person.
also, presumably, it's a happy job because you make people happy, because they come in looking
Sometimes.
upright and walk out looking great.
That's that great gift about it, is that you're gifting somebody the idea that they can look the best possible version of themselves.
Do you have to be a diplomat as well, though? Because if somebody comes in and says, I want this particular cut, and you know it's not going to suit
You're a psychologist, essentially.
Oh, yeah, not only that, they tell you their secrets.
Somebody told me a secret yesterday.
I mean...
It was outrageous.
Really?
I don't even know where to begin with it. But, yeah, I mean, my lips are sealed, obviously. It's a confidentiality thing. But wow, it was breathtaking.
Did the scissors slip?
What?
They literally fell to the floor.
Are we in Britain the leading hairdressers of the world? I think you told me years ago that we were, or were number 2 or something, to Japan.
Yeah.
Where are we in the ratings?
We're certainly considered the greatest in the world, hairdressing. A lot of people flood in from America and China and Japan to come and train here because they'll learn how to do it better here than anywhere else. But obviously all those people that came 20, 30 years ago have gone back to their countries and opened up their salons with the kind of British technique, if you like.
Yeah.
So certainly China and Japan are really kind of leaping forward as being very cutting edge.
How are the chains doing? Are they suffering because of Brexit or not?
No, I think it was this kind of McDonald's idea where you could go to that one restaurant there and you could go to one 200 miles away and get the same thing. And people don't actually want that, I don't think. They did then, but I don't think they want that anymore. They want a very personal service.
Yeah. And I suppose the high street not being what it was is also an effect.
Well, it's fascinating, this, because this is another subject I have to talk about quite a lot.
Yeah,
but hairdressing is safe. It's the safest industry on the high street, that and a coffee shop. It'll never be done by a computer, certainly not in our lifetime or even the next 10 lifetimes, I don't think. And people love going to the salon. They love the experience of it. So if you can open a business that gives somebody the opportunity to go somewhere and relax and enjoy themselves listening to nice music, have a good conversation.
Just before you go, let me just ask you about any trends that you see coming. I mean, make a prediction.
I mean, we're going to lose the beard. The hipster beards are moving out
See,
fast.
me and you, we've not got hipster beards. We've got just regular beards, right?
We've got regular beards, yeah. I mean, that's a genetic problem that I'm suffering with. I probably would have a much bigger, bushier beard if it was possible. We're going to lose them. I think people are going to go more clean-shaven, and I think men's hair is going to grow a little bit longer. It's been very short and very faded for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Women's hair, the bob is always making a comeback, mainly because it suits everybody. Fringes we talked about earlier, a black hair colour, tousled, messy hair we're going to see. People want to save time, so I think the big thing is hairstyles that are easy to do are big business.
You can find out more about Michael on his social media accounts. Michael Douglas, everybody, good to see you again. We'll see you next time. Michael Douglas.
Thank you very much.
That was brilliant. Thank you so much. Brilliant.
The nights by the water, she's gone astray, so far away from her father's daughter. She just wants a life for a baby, all on her own. No one will come, she's got to save him. She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. wasn't her to carry. They said too young. What are you thinking? They told her she chose to use her heart and keep him. Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep all the gold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. So rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says, she tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
That bandit is so very, very clean. Clean Bandit, Anne-Marie and Rockabye. Good afternoon, Steve and the team. I'm currently enjoying the show from my new headphones in McDonald's in Brentford. Before my shift at Brentford FC tonight. Can you say hi to all the Centre Circle team working there tonight from Chris Bradford? Can you get me a £quarter pounder? This is Steve Wright in the afternoon with Bobby, Janie and Tim.
I think he's just a talking head.
Quite right.
Sometimes, Steve, I don't know whether to cry or put my boot through your neck.
Really?
BBC Radio 2.
No, it's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. M90 southbound at 10 for Craig End. We've got a van fire there, so we've got one lane still shut. A66 at Walkup, eastbound breakdown at Fell Lane, one lane is closed. And the M62 now eastbound at Junction 6 for the M57 at Tarbuck Island. On the exit slip road, we've got a breakdown, so one lane is shut. A38 at Branston, now still closed completely. Lost load, overturned vehicle just at the A5121 Branston interchange. So diversion, exit and entry slip roads there. M6 northbound breakdown 16 to 17 at Sandbach, that's now cleared out of the way. Also on the northbound side between 8 and 9, that breakdown's also cleared. The M25 9 to 10 we had repairs, so one lane was closed there. That's now been lifted, so traffic's on the move again towards Chertsey. And then clockwise across the top 24 to 25. Now they had to hold the traffic because of this breakdown and move it, so you still got slow traffic but all lanes are open. A316 at Twickenham is closed both ways. Accident between the Whitton Road roundabout and Marlow Crescent. The latest at Castle Kerry, the A371 is closed because of this lorry strike on the railway bridge, so still closed both ways. And then the A35 at Southampton to Totton, the Redbridge Causeway westbound is closed because of a broken down lorry. And that brings me up to date. Great Western Railway services are running a bus between Westbury and Weymouth because of that bridge strike at Castle Kerry. Another one for you in half an hour.
Thank you.
This is Boris, Prime Minister. Sausages on sticks.
To relate to
Frampton, Show Me the Way. Tuesday afternoon, good afternoon. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon from Radio 2. Our guest next hour will be the genius Johnny Marr, plus Factoids and Traffic. Today there's Tim, there's Bobby, there's Janie, there's Nikki, and much more. Live from Maida Vale, London, this is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Nikki Cardwell. Police in Malaysia say a body found near a jungle resort is that of the missing teenager from London, Nora Quarreen. The 15-year-old, who has special needs, disappeared 10 days ago while on holiday with her family. Her body was discovered near a stream just over a mile from the resort. Anti-government protesters have caused severe disruption at Hong Kong's international airport for a second day in a row. Demonstrators are blocking passengers' access to departure gates and check-in services have been suspended. Bonnie Leung is one of the protest organisers.
Protesters had been hurt, so this sacrifice had once again united Hong Kong people, and we need to continue our campaign. Hong Kong people, we are doing our best. And what we need is the international community to continue to support us and make the government respond to our legitimate demands.
A woman's been jailed for just over 2 years for causing around £5.5 million worth of damage in a fire at Nottingham railway station. Gemma Peet, who's 34 and from the city, had been smoking heroin and crack in a toilet and left some smouldering debris in a bin. More than 100 firefighters were brought in to tackle the blaze, which happened in January last year. Australian police have praised 3 men from Manchester who helped stop a knife man in the centre of Sydney after he allegedly stabbed a woman to death and lashed out at a passerby. The 3 chased the man through the streets and held him until officers arrived. From Sydney, here's Phil Mercer.
Video footage shows the suspect shouting "Allahu Akbar" and "shoot me." He jumps on a car brandishing a knife in a busy street in Sydney as an onlooker confronts him with a wicker chair. The armed man is eventually tackled to the ground. The images show him being pinned down with a chair and a milk crate. A group of British men was reportedly involved in apprehending the alleged offender, who's thought to have escaped from a mental health facility.
The opera singer Placido Domingo has been accused of pressuring women into having sexual relationships with him over the past 30 years. The claims come from 8 singers and a dancer who've spoken to the Associated Press news agency. Placido Domingo said the allegations were inaccurate. Average wages are growing at their fastest rate for 11 years. The Office for National Statistics also says there's a record number of people in work, but the unemployment rate rose slightly between April and June. The Work and Pension Secretary Amber Rudd says that's a minor blip.
It's a very small increase, and it basically means that more people are going to be looking for work, so they're coming out of the inactive pool into the more active pool. But overall, these are strong numbers. We can't look at them really any other way.
And 2 new 50p coins featuring Paddington Bear have entered circulation. They depict the bear from Darkest Peru visiting the Tower of London and St Paul's Cathedral. BBC News at 4 and next at 5.
Thank you. Mic on. Thank you, Nicky. Sport now. Here's Nick Hatton.
Thank you. England captain Joe Root isn't giving away his starting 11 for tomorrow's second Ashes test at Lords, but he says if Jofra Archer plays, he'll bring confidence and adaptability to their bowling attack. England trail 1-0 after a heavy defeat in the first test. Neil Lennon says he won't be concerned if his side go a goal down against Cluj tonight in the second leg of their Champions League third-round qualifier. Lennon believes there's enough character in his squad to cope. It's 1-1 from the first leg. Frank Lampard says he's pleased to be part of history tomorrow when his Chelsea side take on Liverpool Liverpool in the UEFA Super Cup final. The match in Istanbul will be the first major European men's game to have a woman as the referee. And Tyson Fury says he's pleased to be back in Las Vegas and that he'll put on a show again. That's ahead of his September fight against unbeaten Otto Wallin from Sweden. Fury saw off Tom Schwartz in Sin City earlier this year. That's as he moves closer to a rematch with WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder.
Thank you, Nick, from the Sports Centre in Salford.
BBC Radio 2, The Big Show.
BBC Radio 2 feels right. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
What's the sense in sharing this one and only life? Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years and they will be filled with tears. Love only breaks up to start over again. You'll get the babies, but you won't have your man. While he's busy loving every woman that he can. Say I'm gonna leave 100 times a day. It's easier said than done when you just can't break away. Oh, young hearts, run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. It's high time now, just one crack at life. Who wants to live it in trouble and strife? My mind must be free to learn all I can about me. I'm gonna love me for the rest of my days. Encourage the babies every time they sing. Self-preservation is what's really going on today. Say I'm gonna turn loose 1,000 times a day, but how can I turn loose when I just can't break away? Oh, young hearts, run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. You and me. Ooh, young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you.
From BBC Radio 2, Candy State and Young Hearts Run Free. Steve on annual leave this week and listening to on the Sounds app in my garden. Got my solar fountain going in the sunshine, just perfect, really, Celia. In Bracknell in Berkshire. I love it. Can you give a shout out to Carrickfergus ladies rugby team now, who play a touring team at the University of British Columbia tomorrow at 7 p.m. at Carrickfergus Grounds, Northern Ireland. Cheers, great show from Big Ron. Thank you, Big Ron. Steve sat sipping a cheeky beer in my back garden, waiting for my pigeons to return from France. Hoping to finally beat my brother. Regards, Paul Young in Pocklington. I like your stuff. Big shout out to Russ, designated driver, braving the windy roads of West Wales, taking a carload of tired glampers back from Tempe. Tired glampers. I love it. All right, here comes DJ Khaled, Rihanna, Bryson Tiller. Wow, wow, wow thoughts.
I don't know if you could take it.
That's right.
No, you wanna see me naked, naked, naked. I wanna be a baby, baby, baby. Spinning in his red just like he came from Maytag. Rocket with it on the brown liquor. When I get like this, I can't be around you. I'm too little to dim down the night. Cause I can into things that I'm gon' do. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. You know this cookie's for the bag. Kitty, kitty, baby, get her things to rest. Like the 68 Jets. Diamonds are nothing when I'm rocking with ya. Diamonds are nothing when I'm shining with ya. Just keep it white and black as if I'm your sister. I'm too hip to hop around, time to hit with ya. I know I get wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
For the taking. I heard it got these up going crazy. Yeah, I treat you like a lady. Till you shit. White girl wear shit on brown liquor. I probably shouldn't be around you. Cause you get wild. You looking like it's nothing that you won't do. What you won't do. Hey girl, that's when I told you.
When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
In this hour on The Big Show, we'll talk to Johnny Marr, discussing his latest single and some upcoming live dates. Johnny Marr. I know. Steve.Wright at bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. That was DJ Khaled. Here we are returning for Factoids. Janie Lee Grace.
Hamsters run up to 8 miles at night on a wheel, and we've been looking after a hamster for a bit. Honestly, they are noisy at night, some of them.
Could you get some energy out of it?
That's a good idea. Power it up to the national grid.
Get it powered
up. It could all go well. But the really scary thing was it got out of its cage.
No!
Yeah, because sometimes these cages are really elaborate, and this one's got like tunnels and staircases and everything. It's much flashier than my home. And it got out. Fortunately, it was found again. But how scary is that? Because, frankly, if the tunnel bit isn't attached really well to the top of the cage, I suppose that can happen. You know, they're going to escape.
He's been digging that tunnel for years, but you've just not noticed. I've got these jokes from the Edinburgh Fringe, and this is Stuart Francis. I saw a documentary on how ships are kept together. Riveting.
Give us another one.
All right. Crime in multi-storey car parks. That's wrong on so many different levels. Tim Vine again.
The smallest dinosaurs known to have existed on the planet were roughly the size of a pigeon.
And back to you, Janie.
A single cloud can weigh more than 1 million pounds.
Oh, wait a minute. I've just seen a hamster here.
Factoids. Things have never been stranger. Things are gonna stay strange. I remember life as a stranger. But things change.
Another night indoors, another sign of life. Wobbling up through the floor. You ain't a doubter. I might get low, but now I'm too high to know. The sound of you and your sister, I couldn't face these days alone. You got the right light, candles burning, we don't need the moon anymore. I used to look for an answer, I used to knock on every door, but you got the wave on, music playing, don't need to look anymore.
Things have never been stranger. Things are gonna stay strange. I remember life as a stranger. But things change.
You ain't a doubter. The lights get low,
Me, Janie and Tim got some more news we didn't do earlier on. Drivers could be banned from using hands-free mobile phones in England and Wales, a group of MPs has suggested. Current laws give the misleading impression that hands-free options are safe, they warn. While it's been illegal to use a handheld phone at the wheel since 2003, using a hands-free device creates the same risks of collision. Commons Transport Select Committee has said. I was thinking the other day that in some jobs, of course, they have to use, well, the equivalent of walkie-talkies, don't they? You know, radios whilst driving. That might be dangerous, mightn't it?
I think it's very dangerous, yeah. I don't think they can use those whilst driving. The same law must apply as it does to mobile phones. But this in particular, I thought, was quite an interesting story because whilst I tend to agree that, yeah, maybe it is also dangerous, how would they police that? How would they actually know if somebody was talking on a hands-free phone? They'd have to look at the car, maybe going at speed, and see somebody talking to themselves?
See, I've seen people, as you two have, like talking on their phones.
And texting.
And doing all the rest of it. You think, what should I do? Because it's not my business, I'm not the police.
Well, what could you do, even if you did report them? I mean, the police wouldn't be able to get to them immediately, would they? So by the time they got to them, they couldn't prove they're actually doing that.
Yeah, so how is it enforced?
With difficulty, I think you'll find.
Let me just do this. September is just around the corner, and if you want us to ring our wedding bells for a special couple in your life on love songs, a couple who are getting married next month, then we're taking your dedications right now for love songs. So if you know someone who's getting married during the month of September, email now at lovesongs@bbc.co.uk. That's lovesongs@bbc.co.uk if you know somebody who's getting married during the month of September. You can get in quick. That's love songs, all one word, of course, lovesongs@bbc.co.uk. We need your name and where you're from and all the info on the happy couple and their September wedding. It's getting hitched for September Sunday Love Songs right here on Radio 2. Let us know, lovesongs@bbc.co.uk if you or you know somebody who's getting married in the month of September. Thank you very much. All right, let's have a look at BBC Sounds. Dermot O'Leary is covering for Joe Wiley this week on Radio 2. You can listen back to last night's show on the BBC Sounds app, and you can also find the latest episode of his So 90s mix.
This week, he's got a jam-packed playlist with tracks from Calvin Harris, Scissor Sisters and Christina Aguilera.
Hey, Dermot here. Welcome back. I haven't seen you for ages. To the wonderful world of So Naughties, a mixed bag of musical delights to take you back in time. Yeah, Millennium Dome. Woohoo!
Can you stay up for the weekend and blame God for looking too old? Can you find all that you stand for?
Also on the BBC Sounds app, you can hear the Misha Meets programme that was on Radio 2 over the weekend. Now, on the show, Misha Paris meets her favourite female artists and chats to them about their amazing careers. In the latest episode, she sat down for a chat with the group Sister Sledge. Here they are, discussing their relationship with their grandmother.
BBC Sounds. Grandma was my best friend. I could talk to her about anything. And I wouldn't be judged, I'd just be loved.
Yeah.
And so that relationship, it carries me to this day. When you think of someone that special, you have to smile. And
Kim?
It's just, she loved everybody, as Debbie says. And I remember, even when we were working the Funk Fest, people like Rick James, Grace Jones, Funkadelic, they all called her Mom.
Wow.
And they would put her arms around her, she would put her arms around them, and she always had a nice, sweet, kind word for them. And they broke down to babies.
Yeah.
I remember Rick James with all of his braids. He said, "Oh, Mom, how you doing?" You know.
Rick James, you know.
Rick James.
Wow.
BBC Sounds.
You can hear both of those in full and loads more on the BBC Sounds app. Download, stream and find out more at bbc.co.uk/sounds.
Big show from Maida Vale.
Traveling in a fried-out combi on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, "Do you come from a land down under, where women go and men wonder? Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover." Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6 foot
one in the United Kingdom. British Summertime. There's Men at Work and Down Under. Good show. Listening on the Sounds app, enjoying our last day of sun in Tenerife before back to wet Yorkshire. Debbie, Molly, Victoria and Ave. This is a marvellous show. We're currently on our way after a few days down south. Love the show. Megan, Alex, Alison and Max. We're going to talk to Johnny Marr soon. I know. BBC Radio 2. Now, here's the Bobster.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the A66 at Walkup eastbound, we've still got a breakdown at Fell Lane causing queues. You can get past it, though. M62 eastbound at Junction 6 for Tarbuck Island. There was a breakdown on the exit Slit Road for the M57. That is still there, closing a lane. A38 is still closed south of Burton at Branston, closed with an overturned vehicle and a lost load of grain at the A5121. Diversion, exit and entry Slit Roads. M56 on the westbound side, 6 to 7 from Hale through to the A556, the Chester Road at Withenshaw. We've got queues all the way back, so one lane is closed there. M6 southbound, 6 to 5 down towards Castle Bromwich, got a breakdown, one lane is shut. And the latest on the M25 just started to get busy clockwise between 11 Chertsey, 16 for the M40, and then back the other way. It's kind of the M4 at Junction 15, busy to 11 at Chertsey, but it is all moving and all lanes are open. There's a bit of a queue if you're heading into the Dartford Tunnel. If you're heading from Junction 2, it's starting to build on that anti-clockwise side. A30 in Devon at Meldon eastbound. We've got an overturned vehicle and trailer at the Meldon junction, so heading into Exeter it's slow. And the latest if you're heading on to Castle Kerry, the A371 is still closed because of the bridge strike, and the A35, the Redbridge Causeway at Totton westbound has reopened following the broken down lorry, and also because of the bridge strike on the rails, Great Western Railway replacement bus service between Westbury and Weymouth. Another one for you, half an hour.
Tarbuck Island, I must tell Lisa.
We're off to see the Wizard.
BBC Radio 2 is celebrating the 80th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz with a special night of live music.
An award-winning cast performs songs from the classic film The Wiz and Wicked, accompanied by the BBC Concert Orchestra.
Friday night is music night. Celebrate The Wizard of Oz.
Presented by me, Warwick Davis.
Friday night from 8.
On BBC Radio 2.
Johnny Marr, the Bright Parade. Johnny Marr is an acclaimed musician, songwriter and singer, famed for his instantly recognisable guitar sound with the Smiths and, of course, with other artists such as the electronic Modest Mouse and the Cribs. And look, it's Johnny Marr, everybody. We were just discussing when we last met, and Johnny said, I think it was 3 years ago. I said, no, it was last year. And then I said, how many times have we had you on the show before? He said, I'm not sure. It might have been one, it might have been none. And then I said, no, I think it was twice. What are we like, Johnny?
It's been that memorable. Sorry about that. I make quite an impression, obviously.
You do.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. The Bright Parade came out last week. It's a standalone single, not released on any album. So you say it's more of a psychedelic sped-up shoegaze. What on earth does that mean?
Well, if I describe a song, I go to the music first. Being a guitar player by trade, often when people describe songs, they usually describe what it's about.
Yeah.
I describe the impression it makes, really, which is a sound. See, psychedelic's a strange term because it conjures up images of the 1960s and oil wheels and Jefferson Airplane and all that. Whereas shoegaze is a little more dreamy. So it's dreamy kind of music, but not slowed down, as you've just heard. It's quite sped up. Yeah. So it's a fast dream.
It's an energetic dream, isn't it?
Yeah. The single before this was called Armatopia, and that was
great. That was on the playlist here.
Yeah. That had a kind of disco sort of sound to it, really, with the drums and the bass. And it was a bit of a message song. So I usually try and do something different when I've finished something. So I wanted to do something where the guitar was back in the forefront and in a way make the vocals quite dreamy, so the vocals kind of support the guitar and make the guitar the star of this song, I think.
I know that you're, in a sense, a little bit like me in that you don't like talking about the past, but this general question, you kind of are free now, aren't you? You're free to do whatever you like, whatever you want.
Thanks very much. That's brightened my day up.
Well, no, but it's true though, isn't it?
I'm free. Thank you.
When you hear the stuff, you think, okay, the stuff back in the day was fantastic and was of its era, but now you can do whatever you want.
That is true. Yeah, with that comes some responsibilities, leading a band. But it's absolutely true, and it is a nice thing to be in that position. Basically, you know, when I was working with different writers, whether it was Morrissey or Kirsty MacColl or Matt Johnson and the Bernard Sumner, Neil Tennant, all these amazing writers that I've worked with, I would write the music, and that felt very freeing. And the process, though, which is quite unusual in some ways, was then any one of these writers I was in a band with would then come and put their interpretation on it, and they'd sing on top of it, which was fascinating and a real privilege. And then I would have to adapt then the music, which that was the process. I would make these instrumental records, if you like, and Matt or Morrissey or Kirsty or whatever would sing their thing on top of it. It's a little like doing a painting and you go, right, there's my painting, it's the ocean or whatever, and then someone comes and puts a telephone box right in front of it, and you go, oh, that's what we're doing, is it? All right, give it back to me and let me just make that telephone box look right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way it was for me. So it was also a fascinating process, and it turned out very well.
But on that, though, can I just ask, why did you do it that way then? Why didn't you sit in a studio with them, literally collaborating?
It was just the nature of the people I was working with, because they wanted to just write the lyrics, and they were singers. I mean, Kirsty could find a way around a guitar and an auto harp, and some of the other musicians.
She was genius, wasn't she?
She really was very special, yeah. She's never been replaced. No one's ever done what she's done. But my process with Kirsty was the same as with Morrissey. You know, I'd give them a cassette and then they'd sing on top. So it was a mystery to me as to how it was going to turn out, what the song was about. But before I did that, before I formed the Smiths, I was always pushed to the front in these school bands anyway, which was actually terrifying. Right?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing quite like standing in a school hall with 15 of your mates, like throwing things at you and heckling you. Glastonbury's a breeze compared to that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You must have been very happy with Glastonbury this year.
Yeah, that went very well, actually.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
I just clocked on that day. I've been doing it long enough now where I'll go, well, you can psych yourself out. You can turn up and your phone's going and you know everyone's watching. So I just clocked in, did my gig, and then at the end of the day my phone was blowing up. It was great.
Yeah. Let's take a break and play that song we mentioned earlier, Armatopia, which was the last single, and then we'll come back and talk some more to Johnny Marr.
Cracking up the mission, spending all our wages, going out of
Johnny Marr now. Let's go back a few years. When you started out, we were in the era of angst. It seems to me, talking to you over, last few years, having a chat, you don't have any angst.
Well, that's something to do with growing up in an Irish family that was obsessed with music. So from being a kid, I wanted to be a musician, and I am a musician, so I have a certain kind of gratitude. You know, when I was a teenager, even the more difficult parts of being a musician, like sleeping on couches, going up and down the motorway in vans, that sounded great to me. Life could be worse, but I have my moments like anybody else, and it's one of the reasons why I avoided on my new record making a direct political record, because I don't think the world's peaches and cream, just like everybody else. But as a person, I guess I'm pretty lucky. I'm fairly sort of chilled out, I think.
And I suppose in a sense that you've made your reputation. Is it that you're unhappy with that reputation, or is it that you're happy, you just kind of go with it? You know what I'm trying to say? It's kind of like got more to do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I want to be a better writer. I want to be a better performer. I'd need to live several lifetimes to be the kind of guitar player I want to be, without a doubt. No.
Really?
Seriously. Oh, yeah. Seriously. I mean, if I get the opportunity in my 70s, I'm just going to, get a white outfit, go up to the Himalayas and just try and study for 18 hours a day and just be like a transcendental guitar player. I mean, I'd like to just be able to be so good.
What, in a big robe?
You know, I am fussy about my fashion, Steve.
I know that. You always have been.
I think you look good, Johnny. Yeah.
Seriously, yeah. I mean, I'm not anywhere near as good as I want to be. And same as a performer as well. Your band I've got now that I'm leading, first off, there's not that many bands anymore where the lead singer is the lead guitar player. And that's almost a duty for me, really, that I represent that kind of thing, right? Also, I have a very juvenile ambition, and that is for me and my band to be the best live band in the world. I doubt I'll ever actually reach that, but I'm having a lot of fun trying.
Well, if you want to see Johnny Marr, UK Ireland live dates, here we go. September, Sunday 1st, Ireland, Electric Picnic. Monday 2nd of September, London, Roundhouse. Wednesday 4th, Manchester Albert Hall for Johnny Marr, sold out. And Thursday, Manchester Albert Hall, sold out. That's all I've got at the moment. I don't know if you will add any on at a later date, but if you do, let us know.
Thanks, Steve, yeah.
All right, and tell me about the album just briefly, because you say this current album is the most complete thing you've ever done.
Yeah, I say a lot of things I must have done if it's written down.
Perhaps you said it in jest.
Do you know what? I probably said that as soon as it was finished, and I was like, right, it's done. Homework handed in duly. Yeah, I suppose it does feel like that. Partly anyways, because it's my worldview. When I'm writing songs, I'm co-writing with other writers, whoever they are. The words are their worldview. It's their opinions, it's their feelings, it's their ideas. Because I write and sing on my stuff, it's all me. Luckily for me, I think it's the strongest of the records. You should get better as you go on. I guess actually maybe that statement is, now I think of it, is in context of everything I've done. Yeah, it is. It's the best thing. It's the best thing anyone's ever done.
Ever in the history of the world. Nothing wrong with that at all. You do say that after this tour, you're going to take a little bit of a break. You just want to do not something else, but you want to kind of regroup.
Yeah, I think so. I've been on the road with this record for nearly 18 months, and I've always got an instinct about doing a little bit of a left turn somewhere, which is one of the reasons why I've been in and out of so many bands. When I was in the Cribs and in Modest Mouse, Modest Mouse was really going great guns for 4 or 5 years, and I felt it was time to do a new record, and the band wanted to continue touring, and I was like, when I'm in bands with other people, I'm a little bit like the guy who's out in the mast or in the crow's nest going like land ahoy. I think we should go that way.
Yeah.
And I'll stick with it for a while, but once I get my sights set on a certain direction or feeling like I should go somewhere, I go that way, really. And
I reckon that's the very essence of a creative being, myself.
You know, you've got to keep your eyes open for that vision, and to me that's the joy, really. If you're lucky enough to still get those ideas and get the inspiration, which is the magic, that's where the good stuff is, looking for that.
Johnny Marr's new single, here it comes again, Under Our Voice. The Bright Parade is out now, and don't forget, in September, Ireland, London, Manchester for Johnny Marr. Good to see you again. Thank you. It's Johnny Marr, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Deadly night, shake, big, tall, walks the old ways.
Raj on tomorrow breakfast show will be here in this studio, and I love it because then we come in about mid-morning and do some stuff. There's nobody in here after Amol, and he leaves it nice and tidy.
Only when you're around.
You think he'd leave us a bun? Or some cornflakes? Anyway, Alex Kingston on Amol's show tomorrow morning at 6:30. Steve, I want you to give a shout out to my beautiful wife Nicola on our anniversary. After 14 years of marriage, I love you even more today than I did. Lots of love from Rob Bryan. And now we got 19 to 5.
When you come around, come around, come around, come around, come around.
Me, Janie and Tim are back for Factoids, and here's Tim Smith.
How many pints of water do you think the average tree will drink in the course of a year?
Gallons. I mean, obviously, maybe 200 gallons.
Well, I've got it in pints or litres. Take your pick.
Yeah, go ahead with the litres.
2,000 litres. That's 3,520 pints of water every year for the average tree.
Well, how many gallons is that, though?
I don't know. I have to work that out. Get back to you.
If you would. More jokes from the Edinburgh Fringe. After the Roosevelt room and the Lincoln bedroom, Donald Trump says his favourite room in the White House is the Oval Office. He thinks that President Oval was a really, really good president. Go ahead.
The Declaration of Independence was written on hemp paper.
I like it. Tim Smith.
The oldest tartan in Scotland is the Falkirk tartan. It dates to around AD 260 and it was discovered originally in a jar of coins near Falkirk.
After being advised to put trade tariffs on China and aluminium, Donald Trump said he's heard of China, but which continent was aluminium on?
Factoids.
The Premier League is back and BBC Sounds has all the action.
He's absolutely loving it.
Enjoy a full day of football every week with 5 Live's Premier League Sunday.
What a run, what a goal!
Join the build-up to all the big games. Listen to live match commentaries and give us your reactions.
Oh, the place has gone absolutely crazy.
My goodness!
Radio podcasts. Download the free BBC Sounds app to listen without limits.
I love it.
In the afternoon.
Last night I thought I was dreaming, 'cause things like you don't usually happen to me. Outside the stars with the ceiling, we sang to the moon, then we danced underneath. I felt so hard, but your kiss so soft. I felt my heart couldn't beat enough. You pulled me closer and called my bluff. I am in love, I am enough. Sleeping in on Sunday morning, I am lying next to you. Darling, if we fall in, sparks will fly and ignite the fuse like dynamite. We are exploding colors that shining, purple and green and red in the sky. Love is unfolding before our eyes and lighting the way ahead. Love with a reason. Darling, hold my hand and take my heart. Say you love once more with a feeling, and kiss me slow in the back of the car. I drop my guard, let you in. This love is ours, it's everything, and we both know it's simple stuff. We are in love, we are enough. Sleeping in a Monday morning, I am lying next to you. And darling, if we fall in, sparks will fly and ignite the fuse like dynamite. We are exploding colors that shine in purple and green and
first heard this, I thought, but now I love it. Do you know why? I'm shallow. All right, time for some travel now. 14 to 5, here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, A93 at Kinclaven has reopened following that earlier accident, so all clear there. A97 is still shut, though, between Mossett and Kildrummy, so it's shut from the A9 444. The M90 southbound at 10 for Craig End, that's all open. A66 at Walcott, where we had the breakdown at Fell Lane, that's now all cleared out of the way. And to the M62 now, first of all, eastbound at Junction 6 for Tarbuck Island. On that exit slip road, we still got a breakdown, so one lane is shut. That's causing some queues back onto the main carriageway. The M56 on the westbound side, breakdown between 6 and 7. So from Hale, we've got one lane shut. So if you're heading away from Manchester, watch for the queues, especially if you're heading towards the M6, that dedicated exit slip road going off onto the A556. A38 south of Burton-upon-Trent at Branston, it is still closed. Overturned vehicle and lost load earlier at the Branston interchange. The A5121 is still there. Diversion is the exit and entry slip roads. M6 southbound 13 to 12, Stafford south to Gailey, got a breakdown there still, and one lane is shut. Then southbound between 6 and 5, got another breakdown at Castle Bromwich, so again we've got one lane shut. Reports of problems on the M40 northbound at Junction 9 for Bicester. Now it looks like an accident, at least one lane is shut. Now there are reports of having to hold the traffic to move the vehicle, hasn't happened yet, and at the moment everything can get through. Southwest London at Twickenham, A316 closed completely, accident at the Whitton Road roundabout, just where the stadium is, to the Marlow Crescent. This has been closed for over an hour, so if you're trying to get through to the M3, this is going to affect you, or if you're coming from the M3 up towards London and the A4. And the A371 at Castle Kerry still closed following that bridge strike on the railway bridge, and then to the A30 in Devon in Meldon. In eastbound route, we've got it blocked completely after the Meldon junction, and that's because of an overturned vehicle. Thank you for your lovely updates, and I'll be back with another one for you in half an hour.
Thank you, Bobby. Big show.
This September, the All-Star Party returns.
Are you having a good time? When we throw a party, we throw a party.
Radio 2's All-Star Party is back.
Join us in Blackpool for the return of the All-Star Party.
With an incredible lineup featuring Beverly Knights, Shapeshifters, the brand new Heavies, and the Fantasy Funk Band with Heather Small and Roachford.
It's Radio 2's All-Star Party.
Saturday, the 28th of September at the Empress Ballroom in Blackpool.
Thank you for having us at the party.
Find out how to buy your tickets at the Radio 2 website.
Playing everywhere.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
11 to 5. Jack and Diane, John Cougar on The Big Show.
Little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids growing up in the heartland. Jackie gonna be a football star, Diane's debutante backseat of Jackie's car. Sucking on chili dog outside to taste freeze. Diane sitting on Jackie's lap, got his hands between her knees. Jackie say, hey Diane, let's run off behind the shady trees. Dribble off those Bobby Brooks, let me do what I please. Say, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Say, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. To walk on. Jackie sits back gone. Oh yeah, they say life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. So let it rock, let it roll, let the Bible bell come and save my soul. Hold on to 16 as long as you can. Changes come around real soon, make us women and men. Living is gone. Oh yeah, they say life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. A little ditty about Jack and Diane. Two American kids doing best they can.
Big finish. I love it.
Where's Melvin Bragg?
What do you mean?
I don't think this is Radio 4.
No, it's not. We're at Maida Vale.
I rather like it when Tim talks about golf. I can picture him there in his trousers and jumper.
You're the only one that does. Here we are returning for Factoids, Janie Lee Grace.
We love our old-style laws, and Alaska law says you cannot look at a moose from an airplane.
No, otherwise the pilot gets out and says, "Oi, will you look at a moose? We're going to have to land." When cranberries are ripe, they bounce like a rubber ball. Carrots have 0 fat, and turnips are high in fibre, vitamin C, calcium and potassium.
The Dutch town of Abcoude, Abcoude, is the only town in the world, it's reckoned, whose name begins with the letters ABC.
What do you think, Janie, is the meaning of the word orlophobia? It's a fear of something.
Okay, is it a fear of loud noises? Is it a fear of being in a tunnel?
No, good guess though.
It's either a fear of clowns or of spinning tops. Remember old spinning tops used to go around...
Make a noise.
Yeah, make a noise and also a strange pattern if you looked at it too long.
I'd forgotten all about them. I love those, didn't you?
You used to like those, yeah. You used to pump them up and down.
It wasn't a road drill.
No.
Go on then, what is it a fear of?
Oh, what?
Orlophobia.
Oh, yeah, flutes.
Factoids.
Vanessa's here already. She just caught me doing my exercises. This is Leon Falling.
Ever since you left me, I've been dancing on my own. Maybe down the line, I'll feel better all alone. But I don't wanna talk to strangers, don't wanna play with players. I only wanna get back to you. I'm stuck on this emotion. If we could get a moment, I know you'd feel it too. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could be right. I don't even care. I'm losing my mind. Now I'm calling you up to see where you are. Why is it so easy to break the rules after dark? And we're falling back together. We're all over each other. Tomorrow we're falling apart. Then I'm calling you up to see where you are. And I wish that I could say yes, meeting up is getting old. I wish it wasn't easy to fool myself and lose control. I know it doesn't work and I know it only hurts, but I keep falling in. I'll be giving you too much, you won't give me back enough, but I keep trying again. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could be right. I don't even care. I'm losing my mind. Ooh. Now I'm calling you up to see where you are.
to you from the BBC's Maida Vale studios, and after the show I like to have a wander around and find an orchestra or two, and I'm hoping for them to let me conduct.
I just can't leave it tonight. Can't get you off of my mind.
But just grow my hair a little longer like Simon Rattle, because that is a cool look. I love it. Trevor Nelson's Rhythm Nation at 10, OJ Borge at midnight, sounds of the 80s, Gary Davis at 3 a.m. Look, it's almost time to go.
What you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me, what you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? What you gonna do? You wanna get down? What you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. I say people, what you gonna do? You gotta get on the groove if you want your body to move. Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. When you're dancing, get down on it. 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 Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it.
We're now doing what they call a hot seat changeover.
BBC Radio 2.
Vanessa will sit down with you after the news. We'll see you tomorrow with Fern Cotton and Ricky Wilson. Good evening.